Good evening, everybody. Christie Hutcherson on the front lines, always in the fight for you, the American people. Thank you so much. This is cocktail hour, whatever kind of cocktail you want to grab in your hand. And we're going to have a chat tonight about freedom. That is going to be the subject. I apologize. We've had a little bit of technical situation tonight. So we're a little late. We're about 25 minutes late from getting started. So thank you for those who have been patient. I also, unfortunately, I was in a really big meeting that is going to be a game changer in this fight for freedom. I can't give you guys any juicy details right now, but make no mistake, it is going to be, we believe, an incredible game changer leading up and going into 2024. So I'm really excited to eventually bring this to you. I just got back from Europe. I was down in I was in Brussels. I was invited to go speak and meet with some world leaders at the EU Parliament. And I'm going to tell you, freedom is not dead in Europe. They are fighting very, very hard. And speaking of freedom, we've got 37 people right now watching. I'm going to recommend you guys engage, but be patient with us. I'm going to bring Neil Bishop on tonight. I'm going to answer some of your questions at the end of this. So if you have questions that you actually just really want to just ask me, I will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. But right now, what we're going to talk about is freedom. And what does freedom look like? Freedom is really neat because you can have the freedom to choose. You can have the freedom to choose how you live. You can have the freedom to choose how you shop. You can have the freedom to choose pretty much where you want to travel, what you want to do as of right now. But freedom is very fragile. And I think everybody is waking up. It's not gone, Patricia, yet. Okay. It's not. You're still able to speak and walk outside your front door, breathe the fresh air. Freedom is not gone yet. That is not true. However, it is hanging on the balance. And freedom doesn't come free. And what you choose to do every day, the decisions you make every day impact and affect freedom, not just for the here and now, but it actually affects freedom for the future generations, and that's your children and your children's children. And I'm asked all the time, Christie, what can I do? Christie, what can I do? And I'm here to tell you, one of the easiest things you can do is with your wallet. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be doing training. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania actually this weekend. So anybody out there who's in the Pennsylvania area, I'm going to be, and I know you're hearing the riots and all that stuff. I'm going to go live in the streets and show you exactly what's really going on. But I have very important work in Philly that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing anti-human trafficking training. I'm training the citizens on how to be the eyes and ears for human trafficking and child trafficking. And I'm bringing in probably one of the leading experts in the world. He trains governments. He trains our own agencies. He trains LETAC, our law enforcement officers, our DOJ, our Justice Department, and our military, Dan Nash. And I'm bringing him in to do a training for Friday night and this coming Saturday at Keystone Freedom Academy in Westminster. Freestone Keaton, if you're interested in going, you have to be registered. It's a free event, by the way. We had an incredible sponsor, Step Up, a business, Step Up, and pay for it, pay for all of it. So it's free, and she's even going to buy you dinner. So I highly recommend you coming, but you have to be registered. The other thing is I'll be in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on Sunday, and I'm physically going to be on the battlefield in Gettysburg. We've pulled a permit. God has been good. And we are going to be near Meade's headquarters on the sacred battlefield at Gettysburg. And we're going to be praying for this nation because I believe the solution to change what's going on is first and foremost on our knees. And that battlefield is very, very sacred. And it's a very key strategic location from a land perspective in the fight for freedom. We've allowed the devil to take hold for far too long. And it's time that we pray for our nation. It's time specifically to pray to break the shackles of the devil off the land and take it back for God's kingdom. The thing that I'm going to ask you to do tonight, and I really want you to think about what you're going to learn here this evening. After being gone for 2 weeks, traveling to 4 different countries and meeting with some world leaders, the one thing I can tell you, we are the solution. They're going to be the charge, and it's going to come down from these freedom fighters across the globe who we're connecting with and unifying with. But at the end of the day, we all agree on one thing and one thing only. The fight for liberty, the fight for freedom, the fight for the future of our nations is in the hands of the people. What you do tonight and what you decide to do will impact greatly how we move forward in this freedom movement. You see, our wallets are a very powerful thing. We fund for the last 50 years, we've been funding the enemy. We've been buying products from the enemy. Monsanto. By the way, Monsanto right now is getting ready they're genetically modifying all of the seeds, 100%.
Yeah.
They're genetically modifying all of the seeds. And you know what they're genetically modifying those seeds with? Not mRNA, but it's a mod-NA. It is poison, unbeknownst to you, that will be in your bodies that will literally change the fabric of your DNA. This is fact, not fiction. The beef, the poultry, the vegetables, and the fruits, and the other products that are manufactured by these evil corporations, Johnson & Johnson, Heinz, they're all going to be utilizing these type of poisons and be putting them in your products. So here's the solution. A couple things you need to do. You need to get satellite phones, and I'm going to talk to you about those in just a few minutes because you do need to communicate with each other. Okay, I have 5 satellite phones myself for me and my team. We have to have them. And so I'm going to share with you companies that I actually use, and I pay for their services because I care about my family and I care about my freedom. Tonight I have with me Neil Bishop. Neil Bishop is an incredible patriot. He has served his country well in the freedom movement and beyond. And him and I have partnered together with an incredible company that manufactures in the United States of America. Their products are pure and free from all of these poisons, including we're going to give you an alternative to purchase and buy your beef, clean beef, free of mRNA or modifications, which is more dangerous than mRNA. So with that, welcome, Neil. Thank you so much for joining
me.
And
can you hear me okay?
I can, and I do have my wine, everybody.
Gosh, I need to grab mine.
I had the day.
Yeah. I love what you started out with. And it made me think of this meme I saw the other day. It said something to the effect of, I identify as someone who does not participate in pandemics. My pronouns are free as hell. And, somebody asked, I think it was Amy, she said, is that Mr. America's Mom? That's kind of how I'm known. Everybody knows who America's Mom is. They're like, oh, I'm that guy in the background that supports her, but nobody knows. But Sharon and I joke about it. She is America's mom. And we joke that as America's mom, she needs to give America a good spanking because we need it, because we've forgotten what our freedoms are. We are so beholden to corporations, which is really corporations. If you break apart that word, we are a corporation to the powers that be. They treat us like a corpse. And, if you really want to go down that rabbit hole, which I'm sure you have, you can show that legally in their system, they can treat us like dead entities. They use us. They suck the life out of us. You can look at all kinds of examples through our taxes. They tax us as soon as we're born. They tax us when we live, and they tax us when we die. And then, we could even go so far as to say they're literally sucking the life out of us. And we don't want to get too dark on this Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening, but they are sucking us dry. We've forgotten what it took for our forefathers to obtain their freedom. It took them fighting. They had to fight for it. And they always knew that the only way we could keep a republic is if we would fight for it. It's the only way to do it. The problem is we become programmed by things like the television, turn it to a different program and let it channel into you. And then we watch the news, whether it's Fox or CNN. I don't care which one. It's two wings of the same bird. And we're all figuring that out now. We watch it. We get programmed. We watch the sports. Have you seen what's going on with what's his name with the Chiefs? Travis Kelce. And I don't care about these people, but Taylor Swift, I don't know what the phenomenon is with her. I don't watch her. I don't listen to her. I could care less, except you see that these people aren't free. They are slaves to the system. They're making, in my opinion, they're forcing, they got him. They got Kelce. All these people are either bribed, blackmailed, or brainwashed. One of the B's. You get up this high in Hollywood or in sports, they control it. You guys think the NFL is not a rigged system? It's all rigged. The NFL to the NBA to all the professional sports. If there are players in there that aren't part of the system, they're very rare because most of them are sold out, especially these. And Travis Kelce on his 30, he's 33 years old. You got Taylor Swift, she's 33. He's got 33.3 million followers. We could go into all the meaning behind that, right? It's getting weird. And he's coming out supporting the jab. That's what I'm talking about. I'm assuming everyone knows what I'm talking about, but he's a Pfizer puppet now. And whether he got bribed, blackmailed, or brainwashed, I don't know. I really don't care. But these entities, the ones that we idolize, that we worship on the television or in sports or in Hollywood, they're all part of the system. They're not free beings, and they're trying to suck us peasants into it. So we've got to come to that point where we realize, and it's a hard realization to come to, and I'm not trying to be too hard on anybody. Most of your viewers are probably already aware of this, but you got to have a good, like this positive self-talk and say, listen, Neil, look in the mirror. Freedom's not free. It never has been. I'm not here to be comfortable and to sit around in my lazy boy and to go on vacation and to work my 8-to-5 job and to come home and watch TV. I'm here for a purpose. And what is that God-given purpose that he's implanted in each one of our spirits? That's what we're here to figure out. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. I know you're a Christian, Christie. I'm a Christian as well. And I'm starting to let those words resonate with me. That first and foremost, Christ has set me free on the inside. I'm a free being and I'm free to serve him. I've been freed from my sin and all those things, but also I'm here to walk on earth as a free being. I've been freed from this present evil age. I'm not part of the system. I'm not sold out. You are not on here as a spokesperson for any big corporation. I'm not either. That's why people can jump on and listen to someone like Christie Hutcherson with Women Fighting for America and go, wow, this is different. I feel like someone's actually speaking their conscience and telling the truth and doesn't have a filter. It's because she's not sold out. She can speak freely. We're free in Christ, and we're also free as true American citizens, not part of the U.S. corporation, but we are free because we claim our freedom, the same freedom that our forefathers fought for. Many of them died for. So many men and women have died for over the past couple of centuries, and that we ourselves need to pick up our mantle, whatever that looks like, however it is, and say, look, I'm not here to just be comfortable and let somebody else do the fighting for me. Because as we've talked about before, the cavalry's not coming. As much as many of us like Trump, he's not going to single-handedly save this country. And he's got his downside too, as anybody does. So it's us. It's always been we the people. Our forefathers knew that. We need to be living that, teaching it to our children, which just this morning, my wife was going over the Constitution with our kids. They're memorizing it. They already know it better than I do. And much to my own chagrin, I don't know it nearly as well as I should. I wasn't taught it in the school system, that is, we're seeing it really screw with our kids now. But we need to be living it, teaching it, breathing it. That the Word of God is first and foremost. Secondly, in my opinion, is the Constitution of these United States, the true United States, the one that was founded back when people really knew what freedom truly was and how we had to fight for it or lose it. That's it. Here we are.
No, Neil, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I'm fully convinced because, I've been blessed by the Lord and I was called out. And for everybody on here, because I'm reading some of these comments, I want to be very clear on something, 2 points. One, About 4 years ago, I was called out to do what I'm doing. I worked in DC. I had a private company. I'm not going to get into it. I had a great job, and I didn't come from anything. My mother was a school bus driver. Okay. My father worked in the construction industry. We were very, very, there were sometimes we would go with, not food, and we'd have to rely on neighbors and family and church, but my family worked their butts off for what we had. And I was really taught incredible work ethic. Not only was I taught incredible work ethic by my mother and my father, but I was also taught right and wrong and not to see gray. You see, in America, we see gray. There's really not. It's right and wrong. There's no black and white. It's black, white, nothing else in between. And, what I do right now, I was actually called, I stepped down as CEO of my company, and I literally have not had a salary in 4 years. And people can look that up. Okay, you can see you pay taxes or not. I haven't had a salary in 4 years. What I've done is I've blown through all of my personal savings to fight for this nation, to fight for the citizens of the world and the citizens of the United States of America, because I'm a mom. You're a dad. And I understand my family fled Stalin. My family, my papa and my grandfather told me the story. I was told stories growing up at the dinner table, back when we used to sit around the dinner table and talk, right? As families, and pass down stories, because that's what you did. And I fight because I'll be damned if I'm going to allow Marxist communism to take root in my country that I love. And I have children, and I want grandchildren. I want them to grow up in a free society. So I'm very passionate about this. And one of the things we can do, a simple thing every American can do, every person watching this broadcast right now, it just takes will, determination to change some habits. I'm not here to ask anybody for donations tonight. I'm not here to ask anybody for money tonight. What I'm doing is I'm going to empower you tonight. I'm going to empower you in a couple ways. I'm going to empower you to change your spending habits. Mm-hmm. The products that you already buy every day, Palmolive to do your Tide, everybody, I don't care how much money or how little money you have, if you're poor, if you're wealthy, you buy products when you can for everyday household stuff. You have to buy shampoo, you have to buy soap, you have to buy toothpaste, right? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm empowering you to actually change your spending habits to save our nation and our country. That's what you can do. And there's a lot of power in that. Think about the power you have. You have incredible power. 2, for those on here who maybe don't have a lot of money, I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime to actually make some great income. If you work at it, nothing comes free. If you sit back and want big daddy government to send you your welfare check or your WIC checks, I understand some of this. My parents were on that. I understand what it's like to be on welfare. But they only did it when we needed it, and then they got off of it, and then they worked. Okay, so that's what you have to do. So if you're willing to work and put a little effort in, and you know what, I'm going to use all of my clout on a global scale. And it doesn't matter if you're in Ireland, Scotland watching right now, England, wherever you are in the world, every single one of you watching right now can participate in this program. And I'm going to use my clout and my influence to bring you more and more and more business and customers so you can make money. And so, Neil, I'm going to have you talk about this, because you're the expert with this company. And again, all American made products. They make products in countries, and they do not sell out. It's an incredible owner of this company. So Neil, I'm going to let you talk to it.
Yeah. And let me just give you a little bit of just a couple of historical things that have happened with this company. So they've been around for almost 40 years. So just so everyone knows, this is not a new, just kind of getting off the ground type of company, trying things out. They're established. They are a clean, non-toxic company. They're committed to environmentally sound principles, which is really cool. Even all the way, from the product to the ingredients to the packaging, they're committed to doing all this clean and non-toxic, and also everything they can possibly do in the United States. They're a very unique company. Another thing that happened in 2012 is the Obama administration came out swinging at this company. Like, what? Why would they care about, a clean company that's producing household goods, that's doing really well? Well, they cared because this company and the ownership and the administrative team are not bought out. You won't see them on a chart for BlackRock. You've seen those BlackRock charts. You've seen everything that BlackRock owns.
That's right.
They're totally free. We talk about freedom. The reason why this company has been able to do so well and act so independently is because they're not beholden to anyone. They don't get a call from some BlackRock authority or however it works. It's one of these huge entities that runs all of the items and the products that you see at the Walmart and the Amazon and all that stuff. They don't get a call saying, hey, you have to put a rainbow on your product line. You have to do an advertisement that supports the LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. They don't get a call like that because they're debt free. They're not owned. They've never sold out. That being said, in 2012, Obama and his administration came out swinging. He listed the owner and president of this company as one of the top 8 most dangerous conservatives in the United States.
That's right.
Tried to get them shut down. The president, I'll just say his name, the president and owner at the time, Frank Vandersloot, came out swinging back. He went on the conservative programs at the time, especially on Fox News, people that would have him on, it was like the Bill O'Reillys at that time, Sean Hannity, people like that. He went on and he publicly made a pledge that every time the Obama administration mentioned their name in a negative light, he would donate $100,000 to conservative cause. And he did. And they ended up donating millions of dollars. The Obama administration ended up shutting their mouths because they couldn't control them. They couldn't shut them down. They couldn't find anything wrong with them. And so they came out shining. That's the kind of people that this company really is and who they represent. They represent true patriots. We've gotten to meet numerous people from the administrative team. They're all red-pilled, you guys. And right. They're very conscious about what's happening with supply chain issues. So when 2020, 2021 hit, they were actually prepared. It was really strange because we saw what happened on the store shelves, which I believe was all planned. And it wasn't some surprise. I mean, from the very top, they planned this. They wanted there to be supply chain issues, and there were. You remember the ships were stuck in the sea and all this crap that we're going to see again and already are starting to see again.
Neil, let me tell you really quick about the supply chain. This is why this is really important to buy from a company that manufactures in our own and controls all of it. Because under the climate, I can't say a whole lot of it because they'll shadow ban me because they're already doing that. But under that disguise of drought, with the drought in the Panama. So the Panama Canal is the major hub for bringing supplies from the Atlantic to the Pacific, Pacific to the Atlantic. Well, they're already limiting. If you're sewing right now on your shelves currently, you might think that the products are plentiful, but they're not. Start looking at how they're marketing the store shelves right now. They're spreading things out. It's very clever marketing to think that you're not dwindling the products, but in reality it is. What they're doing is they're saying that they can't fill up the locks. So the cargo container ships, they're only allowing so many now a day through. On top of that, they're limiting the poundage and the tonnage that are allowed on these cargo ships. So it's going to be a great squeeze. There's a lot of other things from a national security perspective that I could go into that I can tell you about Central South America, where we get a lot of our meat, produce, eggs, vegetation, all that stuff coming up through Central and South America and Mexico. Let me tell you, America, you're going to be squeezed, and you're going to be squeezed extremely fast. And it's coming very quickly because they want to control all facets, and it's part of lockdowns and stuff like that. That's a show for another day. So Neil, I just wanted to really point that out.
So
this is why we're trying to prepare you ahead of time. We're trying to make sure that you can get food, nutrition, products, meat without the disruption and not being reliant on these globalist cabal companies who are going to shut you out very soon.
Yeah, and nothing slowed down for them when there were supply chain issues with all these other huge corporations and all this stuff. Nothing slowed down. They were ready, and nobody missed their monthly order. They still got it. And so that's part of the reason why this company is doing so well. They're ahead of the game. Now, can we guarantee that they're never going to have issues? Of course not. The big, as most of us know, these big controllers, whoever's controlling this world and all that, they've got big plans, and they're going to try to hit us from every angle they can. But one of the things that me and my family has done to prepare, and I know Christie's done too, is to get on board with this company. And we've also been, as Christie mentioned, I'll talk to you more about the details, but we love the product so much. This was last year that we're like, let's get on and support this company and see how we can, help them grow and we've been able to make extra money just working part-time with them too. So we're also offering that for folks that want to get involved. And I have in the comments, just so everybody knows, a couple of times I put the website to go to, jointhefightnow.com, put in your info. A telemarketer is not going to reach out to you. And we're not going to share this information with anybody. It's all private and secure. You'll likely get a call or a text from me. I also put my number on there because I don't care anymore who has my number. Everybody and their dog has my number. So
you probably get it anyway.
That's
I put it on the screen too. See, jointhefightnow.com, jointhefightnow.com. It's right there on the screen. Actually, I want everybody who's on here who isn't already a part of my team and Neil's team and America's team, because we're all in this together. The beautiful thing about this, Neil, Sharona is incredible. That's your wife, America's mom. And, I call her friend now. And, when she approached me about this, I literally rolled. I'm going to be honest with everybody out there right now. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like another Amway crap, whatever.
Right.
And because I just don't have time. I'm busy fighting the good fight. And the more I started, because I have to look at who the company is. Are they really manufacturing? I have to vet them thoroughly. And I really did a deep dive, and I was like, wow, I can get behind this. This is exactly what we need. And I don't endorse very many companies. I just don't do it. It's not my thing. I don't really endorse very many candidates either. I'm just not in the business. I'm in the business of fighting for you, the American people. Yeah. And part of fighting for the American people, this was a solution for me. And I'm like, this makes sense. So we need to get on board. Jointhefightnow.com. The other beautiful thing I love about this is there's weekly calls. So you're in community. This is so important. You're not just buying product or making money if that's what you choose to do, because you can make money and it's pretty quick. Yep. And with my endorsement and the clout that I'm going to put behind it, I'm going to push people down the chain to you. The thing is that you get to be on calls every single week if you choose, with like-minded patriots who love this country. And part of my training that I do to geofence your communities and be prepared is you have to have that resource. You have to be able to be in community with each other. And what a beautiful way to be able to talk to Neil and Sharona Bishop, America's mom, myself. We get on these calls and we talk to you and we give you support. Isn't that incredible, Neil?
It is. And I've made a huge amount of relationships just over the last year by joining this. That's what this company is about. They're about community. They're God, family, country. They bring people together. When everybody was masking up and all the companies were saying either, we're closed or you have to have 6 foot distance. You guys remember those stupid arrows in the aisles that you could only walk one way? It was just insane. Yes, exactly. Like we're back in kindergarten and we have to walk single file and a certain distance apart and all this stuff. While all those companies were doing that, this company was out there saying, nope, you guys need to get together in each other's homes, support each other, a sense of community, and really lifting each other up. And that's what this company is all about. It's totally outstanding. And so a couple things that like we really like to are there's a few things that I'll mention. One is when you buy products from this company, you know that they're fresh. So they have really strict policies about shelf life. So people say, why do they have a membership fee? Well, it's similar kind of thing to Sam's Club or Costco. And I'll mention real quick right now until I forget. Through the end of this week, it's only $1 for a 12-month membership. So it's like, come on. It's normally $19, but it's only $1. I know I'm sounding like I'm giving you a sales pitch right now, but it's just what this company does. They always do promos like that. You can get in for $1 and try it out.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll tell you what. The first 20 people who sign up, I'll pay their $1.
Sounds good to me. That's awesome.
So you just let me know. I'll give you my credit card offline. So you let me know whoever the first 20 people are who go to Join the Fight Now and go through the whole process and actually join, because you're making the switch for freedom. I will pay your membership fee for the first year. Yeah,
that sounds good. And you get to join our inner circle too. And we have a lot of fun. We'll pray together sometimes. We laugh a lot. We get together on Zooms. As much as you want to be involved, you can be involved. Even if you just want to be a customer and purchase, you can be on our inner circle. If you want to work with us, you got to be like on our inner circle. And then we're meeting a lot and we kind of show you guys what to do. And it's not even work. It's just connecting with other patriots around the United States and helping them switch over their shopping. That's really all it is. But a number of things that we get from them that are really important to me right now. They have an amazing supplement line. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We used to get all of our supplements online anyway, and it was from a questionable company, but we couldn't afford to do, you know, some of the real high quality stuff that we knew was better. So we just kind of got mediocre stuff. Once we joined this company, we switched over all of our supplements to their supplement line. It's amazing. They've got a whole line of immune complex, which is really important to have right now, you guys. If there's another pandemic coming, you're going to want to have vitamin A, C, D, zinc, and quercetin. Those are kind of the big five. And this company put together for what happened in 2020. They put together their own immune complex with those five in them. It's $12 for a 30-day supply. And we have a bunch of those 30-day supplies on hand. I do all my daily supplements and nutrition through them anyway. But we do all of our laundry detergent, dishwasher soap. It's all toxic free. We do all of our bathroom products. My wife is a hair and makeup artist by trade, which she's gotten a lot of flack for that. So, you know, when the left comes after her, or even the rhinos come after her, they say, "What do you know? You're just a hair and makeup artist." She's like, "Wait a second. Is there something wrong with a hair and makeup artist? What do I have to have a degree and to know how to be a politician in order to, you know, have a seat at the table?" It's so silly. God calls, you know, average Joe Schmoes like us that, you know, that don't have the education. We're the ones that he calls the makeup artists. And, you know, like, you were mentioning your parents being in the workforce, and he's, you know, it's like the days of getting a political science degree and then thinking, you know, something about, you know, how to run a country. Those days are over. We all know that's a bunch of hogwash anyway. So yeah, she's a hair and makeup artist, and she does all that. She gets her whole makeup line through the company, which is Melaleuca. I don't even know if I mentioned that. I think people have probably figured it out. The company's name is Melaleuca. And then we get, you know, there's protein, there's a ton of good supplements.
I use the collagen. I use
collagen's
the protein,
amazing.
And I use the because I'm always on the road and I'm run down a lot because I don't get much sleep because I'm fighting for you guys.
Yep.
And you know, I use those vitamins. By the way, the women's vitamins are incredible. They come in an AM and a PM pack, and it's a no-brainer. They're already packaged for you, and I take them every morning. I use the Cerebella line, the skincare line, and the moisturizer and all that.
So
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
And then the feet cream, because I'm always in combat boots, and when I'm working, you know, in the field or rescuing, you know, children or knocking down doors, my feet are horrible because I'm in combat boots, right? You know what that's like. They get awful. And so I put the lotion on my feet. I think I got man's feet right now. So, but that it just really softens everything up. So I love the products. I use the products myself. Jointhefightnow.com. I'm going to pay for the first 20 people's membership for the first year. Jointhefightnow.com. Go there right now. While we're on this right now, I want everybody who's listening to go to jointhefightnow.com, and I want you to start the process of signing up. And as a matter of fact, if you could let Neil and I know that you went through the process and that you signed up, Neil's going to personally reach out to you.
Yep.
Also my team will be reaching out to you, and let us know that you just joined the fight to save America through your wallet.
Yep. Yeah. And just a couple details to kind of wrap up. It's a membership only. So it's an exclusive type of company. And they do this for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons, you guys, is they're trying to help the average American kind of come out of the matrix that we're all used to. It's the Walmart, Amazon matrix, the Target matrix. That's how they control us. They control us through our pocketbook and through convenience, right? It's really easy to just run to Walmart and get my Tide, but we're not looking at the ingredients when we're doing that. We're not seeing what they're putting in it. We're not seeing the reactions that our spray cleaners are causing us, the sicknesses that they're causing. And now, like Christie mentioned earlier, I mean, the Epoch Times just came out with an article about the mRNA in the beef. Meat from animals vaccinated with mRNA vaccines may soon make its way into the U.S., and I think it's already made its way here.
It's already made its way here.
Yep.
The information that we just got, it's already there. And you know, Neil,
it's mainstream.
I'm getting ready to do a show on this very thing. They're actually chipping plants, by the way. The World Economic Forum has been working with Monsanto and some other companies, major agricultural, and they're putting chips on plants now. Can you imagine that? I have the data and the information. I'm going to do a whole show on it, show the documents. These are internal documents from the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. So what we're telling you here is truth. You know, you have to Switch your eating habits for your health, for your family. I don't know about you, Neil, but I don't want globalist elites being able to have control of my DNA, because that's what really in reality, this is what this is about. It's about controlling. If you go back and you listen to, not to get it political, but I'm going to, Havari, he said it best. They've been doing tests for years since World War II, but those tests they controlled for like about 5 to 10 years, and then it fades. Well, they wanted to be able to totally control for forever. The only way you can do that is to truly modify DNA and then implant something so you can control that DNA in that individual. So the mRNA, we actually have proof that it's not mRNA, it's a modification of that derivative, which also controls your DNA. So the beef, the cattle company is incredible here. The products are incredible. Clorox, when you use Clorox wipes and you put them on your counter and you clean that, you're probably cleaning your counter, but that residue stays. So when you're chopping food or your children touch that surface, they're ingesting that chlorine, that bleach. Why do you think cancer is so rampant right now? They have been poisoning us through all of these products. And this is a clean product that you can trust to put in your house. And we use it anyway. So jointhefightnow.com. Please go there. I promise you will not regret it. And you know what? Costco is no better. None of these organizations. So there is a fee to join. It's $1 right now through the end of this month. And then it is a membership. But the membership keeps the cost down because they don't have all of the overhead of having these big box stores, etc.
And I can't believe that the prices are competitive with the China stores. They've really done a good job, and partly because they have a yearly membership fee, so they can keep the prices low. And also, like I said earlier, that the membership helps them predict how much product to make. They do not keep products on the shelves for more than a week or two, literally. So if the product becomes over a couple of weeks old, they start doing promos and sales to get it off the shelf, because they don't give you stale product. That's one of their values. They just won't do it. So the membership helps them compete against China to know how much to make, so they're not overdoing it or underdoing it. And it also brings in the revenue they need to be able to keep the prices low. And even at the regular membership cost, $19 a year. I mean, you and a family member, one trip to the Starbucks, which I would recommend everybody stay away from Starbucks.
Oh my God, Starbucks is an evil, evil company.
Yeah, it is. But you're going to spend $20 there in one visit anyway. And so it's really easy. And people are asking, like, why are we focusing in on this so much? And you guys, because this is how this is probably one of the biggest ways we get America back. We have to do it together, is to bring back American manufacturing. All the big economists that are on our side will tell you that. The way that we get America back is through American-made manufacturing, American supporting workers, all those things. And this company we found is the next best thing to getting everything local. And a lot of what they have, you're not going to be able to get local anyway. If you have access to a local farmers, ranchers, where you can get your produce, you get your beef from them, that's awesome. And you don't need to get it from Melaleuca. But if you don't have access to that, which 90+% of the population really doesn't, then you're getting your beef from a manufacturer that will never ever put mRNA, never treated with antibiotics, growth hormones, and all that. Literally the best beef we've ever had. And then you're getting a product like their spray cleaners. Even they work so good, but you can actually spray them in your mouth. I'm not recommending you do that, but they're non-toxic. They're plant-based. They're good on the environment. To me, it was a no-brainer. And then the other thing I just want to mention too is there's no contract. You can sign up for $1. It's not even that right now because Christie's offering to pay the $1 for you, but you can sign up and you can cancel any time. And I hate to even say that, because 96% of the people that order 1 month, they order again and again because they love it. But you're not going to want to cancel. But even if you did, you can cancel. There's no contract. You're not tied into anything. And actually, if I can just mention one other thing, people say, is this one of those pyramid schemes or an MLM? Yeah. It's absolutely not. And if you guys want, I've given you our information. I've given you my number. I'm happy to send you information. There's huge articles written on it. Better Business Bureau, amongst many others, that have done studies and research, independent study and research on this company. They've come out shining, even though I really don't have a problem with an MLM, as long as it's a good product and they're not just, then they're doing things ethically. Melaleuca is not an MLM. They're a direct from manufacturer to consumer company. That's what they are. And they skip all the middlemen. And there's no distributor. I don't have any product on hand to go sell. There's no salespeople. All we're helping you do is set up a shopping account so you get your product from the same manufacturing plant as I do and as Christie does. When you order, it goes straight from the manufacturing plant, whether it's the household goods or the beef, to your doorstep. There's no middleman.
That's right.
And that's also a big difference between us and an MLM. So
I just ordered those yummy, I can't wait to get them, the pumpkin nut clusters.
yep, absolutely.
I'm so excited. I haven't tasted them. I'm looking forward to getting them. So
yeah.
and it was
That's
awesome. And they do coupons. They give you coupons. You actually, and by the way, when you do shop for your ordinary everyday items that you're using anyway, you earn points, and those points are converted to dollars. So then you can use those dollars to get free product. I think I just spent, I think I just got $68 in free stuff, by the way, that's coming to my house.
That's awesome. Yeah.
With stuff that I would have already bought, shampoo and all of that stuff. So it's
can I mention that real quick?
Pardon?
Can I mention something about that real quick too?
Absolutely.
So there's other services. We signed up, and I'm not a big credit card advocate, but we do use a credit card. We actually have a Melaleuca credit card. Once you become a member, you can sign up. You guys, I was approved within like 5 minutes, and you can immediately start using that. You get $100 in free product after your first purchase with the credit card. That's on top of the $100 that you're going to get over your first 5 months of ordering anyway. They give so many perks like that. You also get $20 right away in free product. But you get a credit card that's been a family-owned bank for 100 years or so. I could give you the details of that if you want. You get 6% back toward Melaleuca product on every dollar you spend, which is really, really good. And then there's also other services that if you guys want protection for your phone or computer, they offer protection for that. They offer in-home security protection and all these things for a lot cheaper, and they're a lot more trusted than the standard stuff you're going to buy online, like the AVG, protection for your computer and things like that. So they have other services you can get through them that are really cool too. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, I just love this company. I cannot speak highly enough about this company. So I don't know what everybody's waiting for. You need to run right now. Put jointhefightnow.com, jointhefightnow.com. Please sign up. I'm in the first 20, and I'm going to even up that. I'm feeling generous tonight. The first 30 people who sign up, I'm going to pay for your membership. I'm going to pay for your membership for the first year. So the first 30 people that sign up right now, Neil will send me the list and I will give him the money. And I'm going to pay for the first 30 people who sign up right now, because that's how much I love this company. This is how much I believe that this is part of the solution to help facilitate our freedom and our security by taking away money from the big box stores. And I'm going to point out something really quick. If you don't think that you have power in your wallets and that this will make a huge impact, if everybody out there right now listening to this message all around the world, no matter what country you live in, you can sign up, you can be a part of this. They have manufacturing. Again, they do everything from manufacturer to front door. So there's other manufacturers in certain countries. So if you're in Ireland, Scotland, whatever, London, anywhere you are, you can sign up, become a member as well. But the most important thing to remember is you're literally changing the course of freedom. Think about Anheuser-Busch. This is the great example. Anheuser-Busch, enough people got ticked off enough because they had Mulaney on there, and they stopped purchasing and buying Anheuser-Busch product. That company stock freaking tanked. Imagine if everybody right now decided to stop shopping at the big box stores and the Bezos, Amazon, these evil cabal companies who are funding abortions, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the IMF, all of these things. How powerful would that be? You'd close them down and shut them down just by simply stop buying Starbucks coffee. Even the coffee with Melaleuca is incredible. You can even get coffee. So go to jointhefightnow.com. Neil's going to reach out to you. I hope he's going to be extremely busy for the next couple days with him and my team, calling you personally, getting you involved. Jointhefightnow.com. Any last words?
Let's serve divorce papers to Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Unilever, Target. I haven't confirmed this yet. I saw it on one of the social media sites that there's Targets closing down in like 4 or 5 states, which, like you said about, what was it, Anheuser-Busch or whatever, like that's the American people saying, no, I'm done. I'm serving divorce papers with Target, whoever else it is. So it's awesome.
Let's serve divorce papers, America, to the evil cabal, and let's join the fight through your wallet. Jointhefightnow.com. Go there right now. Sign up. Don't wait. If you wait, you won't do it. Do it now. Time is of the essence. Stop shopping at companies who don't love this country. So, Neil, as always,
Appreciate you.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Give my love to Sharona, America's
Will do.
mom, and tell her her and I are going to have to get together soon.
For
God
sure.
bless you guys.
Thanks,
And
guys.
as always, God bless the United States of America. Jointhefightnow.com.